Get my...
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. It is Wednesday, and yes, I'm 7 minutes late. I'm working on a lot of stuff at one time, and I'm just not getting it done.
And I didn't bother him either. For once, I didn't bother him.
No, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. You wouldn't know. You didn't bother me. Just doing.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up a little bit again.
I had to shut a video off. Is it better now?
You're breaking. Talk for a second, because it was
hello.
All right, that sounds good. If
you
start breaking up, I'll do this. Yeah, if you start breaking up, I'll put 2 fingers up.
My other video kicked on. That's why. Okay. Okay, everybody, we're here. We're gonna go over some things, and we have some ideas to help some people in different languages. But first, I want to turn it over to Chris, because he goes through what's going on with our founders around the world that we know of. Go ahead, Chris.
Good morning, brother. I love you. Lots of respect for all you do. And let me do the birthdays first, and then we got some prayers. I want to give you some updates. But a big, big happy birthday to all these individuals. My man, Dan Street. And I really didn't know Dan was of this age. He's 69 years old. He's going to kill me. But my God, you don't look a day over 68, Dan. Let me tell you. I'm kidding. Happy birthday, brother. You look phenomenal for that age, and I still can't believe it. My other favorite sister, who I love messing with, Mirthlyn Butler, happy birthday to you. I love you, sister. I hope you have a blessed day also. Kashubu Agrawawi. Oh, that's Agrawal. Happy birthday. Deborah Penta, happy birthday. Jaswander Sinj, happy birthday. Amanda Martiowan, happy birthday. And Dr. Gazelle Fumba, I believe she's French, in the French African community. Happy birthday to you. Now, a lot of things been going on with our founders, but I do have some really positive updates. Milo, if you know he had a catheter, run into him yesterday to check what's going on, and he actually posted it, sent it to me, and sent it all out. Great news today. Mild blockages, heart pumping, great low potassium, giving him a dose now and one before he leaves, but all looks good. It looks like he'll have to be controlled by medicine, but Milo, God is good. Excellent. I love the update. I know you got some things to go through, but it's great. Peter Rogers replied to me late yesterday. He had an emergency surgery scheduled 2 days prior. They put it off to yesterday morning. As you know, he had surgery, and they found that there was a kidney that wasn't sealed, and fluids were leaking into his body. So he wrote, let me read it. They put a stent in the kidney to seal the leakage. This will be removed in about 6 weeks. So he's still got some things to go through. He's still in the hospital. If the stent works, they'll take it out, but he'll be in the hospital for the next few days, or he might be home in the next few days. He wants to thank everyone for the prayers and support. Peter, we love you. And Ash Mufareh knows I inform Ash of all things, in this nature series. I got my crazy dog here. Big one for today. Just had some messaging with Joyce Hicks. Melvin is still in the hospital. Big prayers for Melvin. The bleeding has stopped, and I can't go into all the details, but because he was bleeding, it caught something else. He has to go through 2 biopsies today. Joyce told me that Melvin is keeping her laughing. She needs a lot of prayers too, because if you've ever gone through something like this, it's very stressful. So I ask that you reach out a big prayers for Joyce and her husband, Melvin. They're both going through a struggle. She wanted to say thank you to Ash and everyone for the prayers. God is wonderful. Without God, she wouldn't have anything. I just love her faith. Her faith is strong. And she's very, very grateful for everyone that's praying for her. So Joyce and Melvin, we are still continuing to pray for you. Keep doing what you're doing. Robin Noble and family, kind of the same thing going on there. She needs lots of prayers, lots of things. She's going with 3 cancers. I know Gemma's husband, Paul. I heard that he's doing great. I reached out to Gemma, but she hasn't responded yet. So prayers work. Now, different kind of prayer. And for anyone that's got any kind of cancers, battling health issues, financial issues, myself and Marty DeGarmo, and our brother Ash is praying. Ash Mufareh said this: thank everyone for the prayers because they're working. And he's got a lot of things that he's doing this week. We'll talk about that later, but he is so thankful for all of you praying and how much this company is staying together. So on behalf of Ash Mufareh, he says thank you to every founder out there praying. Ford and GM workers, I'm praying for you today. Ford is going to lay off another 4,000 people. And heads up, Red sent me this. In the UK, that's going to affect 800 jobs. So you guys hear me about GM laid off 1,000 people. Ford's laying off 4,000 people. This is a golden opportunity to help those people out. Number one, we're praying for you, GM and Ford Auto Workers and everyone. But now is a great time to check this company out. I've always said this is a great plan B and the rest all the way down the alphabet. So keep them in your prayers. And UK, reach out to your fellow auto workers. Let them know about this company. It's an amazing thing to do. They will be thankful. And I will continue over here to call out all auto workers and say, you got to check this out because it's amazing. I want to give Marty a shout out because he's done some pretty amazing things the last couple of weeks. We've talked about possibilities. He's laid out the law and the equalism in this company about if you need something, it only takes this. I absolutely love that. He put out some numbers. They weren't, hey, you're going to go buy yourself a big house and a yacht. They were realistic, hypothetical examples of what this company can do for you. I am very appreciative for him doing that. Like he said, he's working to the bone. We were up pretty late last night. Always trying to come up with bigger, better ways to keep you excited. And it's hard to get excited sometimes when there's so many people that sick out there or starving. But I promise you guys, all this is going to come to a head when the truth comes out. And once this motor gets started, it'll never shut off and it'll keep going. So that's all I got to you. Prayers, birthday wishes to all of you. I love every one of you from the bottom of my heart, as Richard Lemuth always says. Marty DeGarmo, I love you, brother. Back to you.
I love you too. And yeah, it's very humbling to hear all this bad news. But, you know, I feel like Chris do. We talk about that before we come on, and I see all the posts. Melvin's my #1 fan. We're praying for all of you. Robin's like a sister to me. And the more people I meet, I'm not an acquaintance type of person. If I'm talking to you and we talk back and forth a few times, you're like family to me. So yes, it's very painful to hear it. There was some donkey on here earlier. I got rid of him. He's been deleted from the channel. I want to get something out in the open so that everybody knows. When somebody is doing a video or something that is against the company or whatever, it's against you. It's against me. If I heard there's an Indian guy doing video and he's got a lot of followers and bad mouthing, I'm going to tell the Indians flat out, we got your back. If you care and you're in and you can go the extra mile, you're going to celebrate like you never have in your life. But do not follow somebody that says negative stuff unless he has something to offer you better than what Mr. Mufareh is going to offer you. And I'm going to answer that for you right now. He doesn't. I don't understand why people that are distraught or upset leave. If this is it and you just can't take anymore, leave. Well, where's my money? I like that one the best. What money? What money is everybody talking about? We paid $97. He gave it back, gave us $10 for being chimpanzees because we signed into OES. I don't know why we even got it, but that's the generosity of the company. I took that money, put it into OES, and I got OES for 3 months. No, wait a minute. 4 months. No, wait a minute. 5 months. No, wait, I'm wrong. I'm a liar. 10 months. No, I think it was over a year. Come on. Did you break that down? What is it? 3 peanuts and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I mean, What money is everybody talking about? And you know what else? This is really funny. When I got in, right, we paid $97, which I thought, that doesn't even make sense. I never paid such a little amount one time in the whole 20 years. I'd pay that a month, 120 a month, 200 a month in businesses that never had anything near this potential. I paid one time. We all paid one time. And we got to use part of that back to us so we could buy a product. Let's not forget what really happened. I want all my money. Here's another one. This is funny as hell. We get in. The NDA says you got 30 days, you can get your money back. The only one that went against the NDA was Mufareh. You know how? I'll give your money back all the way up until the day we migrated to OES. Not 30 days, not 30 months, 5 years. You want it back? Take it. You don't want to be with us? That's okay. We understand. Let's get a divorce. Here's your money back. But once we went into OES, we said your money's going to be put into an account. You could use that money to get OES. If you migrated, you agreed. I am totally baffled. So I don't want to hear that ever again because it's ridiculous. If you want to tell somebody, find somebody that wants to hear it. We are in a place that if there was another place, a better way to do it, I'd have been gone a long, long time ago. I could be one of those guys that promote the shiny object, and I could get a lot of people to follow me, and I would make a little money, and most people wouldn't. I'm tired of that shit. Crap. Forgot, there might be kids here. I'm tired of that crap. I'm sick and tired of it. We're somewhere where a guy worked for us harder than anybody that ever walked the planet. Harder than our own family. Harder than we did for ourselves. We did get to chat with him a little bit last night. He is through the roof of where we're going. They're tying some loose ends, and whatever happened. We're going to find out. We're going to hear the story. Just, my gosh, we're on the 5-yard line. We're about to score. Just stay cool. Look, I don't like this bad news. It really rips me apart. I have Chris read them. I mean, we could both do it, but it's coming from me if Chris says it, okay? And yeah, it bothers me a lot. And it just all the time. But that's life, you know, it sucks. You don't realize how many people have something until you have 1,000, 10,000 friends. In reality, we would all know 10, 15, 20 people, and that's who we hang out with as adults. Not in this company. We know hundreds of people. Hundreds. Anyway, I want to tell the Indians, please, if you got a gentleman, I don't care what language it is, any country, you got somebody that's bad-mouthing, if you ignore them, they will go back into the hole they came from. But if you go to their channel and you listen and you comment, you're feeding the fire. You're putting wood in. If you don't go, there's no wood. They will twizzle out to nothing. And by the way, the people bad-mouthing, did they cancel their account?
Nope.
I don't think so. So as bad as it is, quit. Take your stuff back. Quit. Go in. Hit the cancel button. Why ain't they doing that? They want to talk crap, but they're cowards. Quit if you don't like it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't like it. It's crazy.
And let me say something, Marty, real quick. I'm sorry. To my Indian brothers and sisters that are on here now, we know the majority of India is phenomenal, loving people. And I tell you what, you tricked me, Marty. Mufareh has got more love for every person in this world than the one individual that's trying to go against because maybe he doesn't like some leaders, okay? This guy is taking you down the wrong path. Won't say his name. He knows who he is. Again, I'm going to ask all my phenomenal Indian YouTube channels to share this message out, like and subscribe, because what he's doing, I've talked to him through chatting, let him know what he's doing wrong. He actually said, I have a lot of respect for Mufareh. I said, but you're very disrespectful for what you're doing. So like Marty said, we have so many phenomenal Indian founders out there.
Oh, yeah.
Millions of them, literally millions. I'm going to tell you that because they're going to come into this company. So let the guy that's leading you down the wrong path, you have a choice. You can listen to him and his threats, who he's a founder. And by the way, Mufareh has a right to terminate anyone he wants. That's not a threat. That's just in the agreement. Okay? So I would try to tell this person, I think you're going to look really stupid or a fool when Mufareh shares this story. I said it again. I'm going to keep saying it. All your questions to me, all your answers will come true when Ash shares you what really happened. But you just got to be patient for that. That's the key right there. But to go out and start something against or a revolt in a company that you might have been in for the last 5 years, and you're going to take all the hard work you did and try to turn it into mud, that's the wrong thing to do.
What's the outcome?
There is no outcome.
I know, it's dumb.
Listen, no one demands or threats anyone, especially a person that's trying to build up your country with a phenomenal business and make changes in many people's lives. So to that individual, here's what I say to you. Please stop what you're doing. You're taking your people down the wrong path, and they're agreeing with you because they don't even know what to think anymore. Trust in the process. Trust in Mufareh, because after the conversation last night, I've never seen him so excited in my life, even with all the negative that's going on. Stay away from it, period. Marty, back to you.
Here's something else I want to say, too. If you have a so-called leader, we use that word a little bit too loosely, but if you have a leader that is talking bad, go to the original leader. I don't know who that is. His name's Mufareh. He doesn't care what language you are. He doesn't care what country you're from. If he's upbeat, he walked through horse crap, fire, brimstone, came out and said, I'm still here. Yeah, I had the crap beat out of me. I'm still here. I'm marching ahead. In fact, I found a dream team. Through all this mess, I wound up with a dream team. Let's be happy. Listen, if somebody is saying negative stuff and has the word leader, you got to take leader off. If he's saying negative stuff, he can't be a leader in Onpassive. It's an oxymoron. That makes sense. Now, another thing I want to say really, really quick, a little bit of time. First, I want to say happy birthday to Dan Street. I met Dan Street probably 10, 12 years ago. He's one of the most God-fearing, unbelievable person I've ever met. Him and Mike, no joke. And within a few weeks working with Dan, because Dan had a little money and Marty had zero, he funded everything we did. Actually gave me his credit card, and I actually did some ads with it, really. So I was blessed to meet him, and he's a brother from another mother forever. Great guy. You guys know him. You don't see him a lot, but when you do, he's no nonsense. He says what's up, and everybody loves hearing what he has to say. Another thing I want to say, there was some stuff going around. I don't know why, but we have cliques in Onpassive. This team, and that team doesn't like this team, and that team doesn't like, and he did, and she did. Listen, if you think my big ass in New Jersey is part of that clique, I'm not. But why do they get, and I'm going to give you a little story. There's a domain called live. The top.live. I bought it. It was $1. And I did it because it was during the Burj Khalifa. And I'm going to tell you another story. You see the show we're on now? It's called Restream. I rubbed a couple nickels together. I probably stole money from Dan, just letting them know. No, I'm just kidding. But I got Restream, the smallest package they had so that I could do YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Eventually, which is a pain in the butt. What's the name of that other social media? You love it. You're on there every day, Chris.
Instagram, TikTok.
But TikTok won't give me a stream key. Doesn't matter. I'll get it eventually. But the point is, we did that, right? Ash was in the process at the time, before this big fiasco happened, where they were going to be able to stream different areas from within our company, which is going to happen anyway, eventually. In the meantime, he said, hey, how many people can you stream on that thing? I told him what I was doing. I didn't go to him and say, it happened organically. He said, well, why don't you get the bigger package and you can add people that have YouTube? Okay. So he got the bigger package, not me, because I don't have enough money. I went out, people came to me and said, can I go on? Can I go on? Can I go on? Can I? And I filled it up. Now, 2 or 3 years later, if you start a YouTube channel and say, well, I'm not on there, neither is the guy that starts a YouTube channel 6 years from now. It happened when it happened. If there's an opening, now here's what you need to know. If there's something going on that you think he's better than me or she's better than me, don't you think it'd be a good idea to get a hold of me and ask me? I don't understand. You can't ask me. I'm on the evil side. I mean, what is it? I don't play those games. I didn't get into Onpassive to be drama. This isn't As the World Turns, okay? Everything I've done and where I'm at and whatever you think I'm, who I am and where I'm at, I did that. When I got Onpassive, I found a lane. And I ran as hard as I could because I've been looking for this company all my life. I'm not going to take any crap because of who I am and where I'm at, because you're not who you are and where you're at. If you're not happy where you are, do something different. But I am not playing sides. I every day, I try to get information to every language in the world. Listen, you don't have to do YouTube. In fact, if you're doing YouTube because I am or because somebody else is, that's a big mistake. Let me tell you something about YouTube. It's not that much fun. I spend hours a day doing YouTube so they can whip out a couple popcorns to me, you know what I mean? It's a lot of work. Well, I'm doing YouTube because it's easier for me to translate what we have to say or any information in a broader area because I use that with Restream. Plus, I don't do anything just for today. When I started my YouTube channel, it was about, you can go ask Mike and Dan, it was about tomorrow. I didn't know when chapter 2 was coming when I started YouTube, but I did know something. I knew it was coming. And I'm not going to wait until it's here and go, I'm going to do YouTube. Okay, you can, but ask anybody doing YouTube how easy it is. It's not. If it was easy, everybody would do it. I work literally, that's why I'm late almost every day. It's because I'm trying to cram stuff in while I'm before the live so I have more content for everybody. That's the facts. But if you're out there and think I'm on some team or you're a team and I don't like you and you don't like, if you don't like me, there's nothing I can do about it. But I don't dislike anybody. You wind up going with people you feel more comfortable with. That has nothing to do with like or dislike. I don't hang out with Michael Williams every day. Why? If Michael Williams is in a webinar, I don't have to be there because he's saying what I would say in Michael Williams' way of saying it. And I'm saying it in the way I say it. Now, sometimes we're together, sometimes we're not. And this goes for many leaders. But me and Mike are very good friends. Mike's like a brother to me. I think he's a gift to the company. I really do. And he's a very talented speaker. And he's a motivator. He's an inspiring type of guy. But because I'm not with him every day or with somebody else, that has nothing to do with whether, oh, it's my team against. No, I'm not against anybody. I don't have time for that shit. I'm trying to build a business and share information. And if I have to concentrate on he likes me, she doesn't like me, he likes me. No, it's not the case. It's just like somebody writes me, many people write me in Messenger. I don't see it right away. You know why? I don't go to Messenger or Facebook until I'm done doing what I got to do, because if I go back and forth, I can't remember. And if you don't email me and you send me a message in Messenger, and I did everything in Messenger, there's no way I can remember who said what. But in email, I just punch your name in and everything you ever wrote me comes up. Okay, Narelle said this and this and this. Okay, I got to get back to her. Do I remember everything? No. But I just want to let you know, my intent is I want, at the end of this road, when we go to chapter 2, I did everything I could do, the best I could, to bring everybody with us. Because I believe one thing, I don't need to do anything special. I just need to mimic, the best I can, mimic Mr. Mufareh. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm sharing this. Listen, he is the leader of this whole thing, and he never talks like he's captain or general or whatever. Never. He talks to us as a servant. So this labels back and forth. I just want to let you know, there's no walls for me. Has people said stuff like, oh, I don't know why they said that? Yeah. But so what? We're all human. Have I made a mistake? Are you freaking kidding me? I started Alive and I teamed up with Chris. I'm joking. Chris said, yeah. No, I love working with Chris. I really do. We bounce off each other, and I finally got him to stop bad-mouthing himself, and he does a great job. We have fun. But I'm rambling. I'm venting, but I have nothing to hide. I'm with everybody. If you want to ask me a question, I promise you I don't bite. I don't report people to ask. You know, I mean, people tell me this guy said this guy. I would rather go to the person. Really. People that could have access to ask. Yeah, I'm one of them. But you think I call him every 5 minutes? Hey, you know, this guy in India did this, and that lady did this, and she said that.
No. He knows. He already knows. I hate to tell people that. He knows.
No, he knows what's going on. The other thing is, though, if we are a leader or a big servant, let's say, we should address it ourselves. Not mean. Sometimes I get mean. Sometimes I get mad. Why? Because if you see what we have and you really feel it, it bugs me to death when I hear somebody say something negative. And I have to actually breathe in. I have to do Lamaze before I go into contractions, because I'm going to be mad. Only because I can't believe a gentleman and his family, young family, does all this for us, and we're going to badmouth him. I mean, I'm telling you, 20 years younger, I wouldn't have been so nice. And I love people. I don't love ignorance, though. I don't love people that don't think before. Here, we've done everything. We're in the best thing we could be in. Anyway, so the last few weeks, I wanted to break down. And by the way, Ash watched these with the numbers, and he loved it, because you put a correlation. My car payment is this. This is how many sales it would take at those numbers to pay for your car. I wanted to give you a correlation where this shows what it means. Not you're going to make $1 million on it. Guys, it's sales. But here's the thing, and Ash said it again last night. You know what the big beauty of it is? It's unlimited. Did he not say that, Chris, again? It's unlimited.
He loves that word.
And
I
you
wish
know
I
what?
could share the
He's been,
conversation.
he's been in companies that he was a affiliate, that he maxed out the plan, but his efforts kept building profit for the company he's in. And he said, I want to make it so that's not the case in the company we're in now. It's unlimited. And when you make a little and you put more, a little bit back into your own company, and you make a little more and you put a little more back in your own company, you could be where you want to be quicker. It's not magic. It's a magical system because he offered it to us, but it's not magic with that. And everybody here can kill it. So anyway, I made a video, and here's what I want to do. And this was something that happened organically too. We were doing a lot of videos, and we're getting contacted. Now, first I started getting contacted French by
Francine.
Francine I don't want to say her name wrong. Affair. And what beautiful lady, I call her AI Francine. Why? She can translate faster than freaking Google. I don't know how, but she does them. She'll even do an audio in French. Beautiful. The lady's amazing. And I met her from a webinar that I love going to different webinars. You invite me, I would go. Some people don't want to invite me because I'm the anti, no, I mean, I don't know what I am, but I would go. I don't play those games. You think I am, but I don't. But anyway, so I said, you know what? We could do it in many different languages. And I did a little clip to show you how we're going to do it. And I'm going to make videos in about 4 or 5 different languages. But anyway, let me show you what I had. I'm done running my mouth for right now. So anyway, here you go. I made a short clip. Many different languages have come to us and said they would like the video that we did today or yesterday or the day before translated into their language. Anyway, so we're going to make that available. Announcement to all the people that watch us on YouTube and would like to share it with people from, from their language to make it so we can share everything together. If you are watching one of our live streams and would like to translate into your language, we're here to help. Here's what to do. Email us at onpassivenation@gmail.com with the title of the live that you enjoyed. We will send you the English script of that video. If you could translate it into your desired language and send it back to us, or even better, if you could record an audio in your language and send it back, once we receive your translation or audio, we will create a video in your language that you can share with your community. Okay? And I have this announcement in Hindi, okay, which I'll leave it there for a minute to people to look at. And also, we have it in German. Give people a chance to look at that. What we want to do is, not all of them people are excited over, but some of them people would like to, because it's a big company and there's different languages all over, and I just feel that some people are left out, not on purpose, just because of communication. But this way, the leaders in those countries can take this and share it. Now, somebody asked me, once I make it, I'll be on my channel, I'll give you the link, and then you could share away. Because at the end of the video, I'm going to have subscribe to my YouTube channel. But if you're sharing it, they're going to subscribe to your YouTube channel if you have one. Okay? Otherwise, it'll always be on our channel. I'm going to have different lists, Italian, German, whatever, and people come even in the future and click everything that we have in Italian will be on that list. Everything we have in German will be on another list, just to try to make it easier for everybody. Because I'm sure there are going to be a lot of videos going out as we go into chapter 2. Here it is in Spanish. Now, some of you are doing it in Spanish. You know, I'm not trying to take over anybody. I just want to offer this if there's a live that we're doing. And like I said, it's better if you translate it in an audio in your language and send it back. Then I could just put it right on the original video. Then I would mute out what we're saying. And then we have it again in French. Now, many are being done in French now because of Francine. She does almost every time. Oh, I like that one. So I send her the script, and I don't know how she does it so fast, but she'll even make an audio, which is even better. But there it is in French, Italian, same script, and you could stop this video to read what it says. Portuguese, Japanese, and last but not least, Chinese. Chinese I'm having problems doing with AI. Not sure why. But this goes for any language. Hmong, I can't find the Hmong language. I know there's green and red Hmong or whatever, but so if I send you the English script and you can translate it, even audio, that's even better. Anyway, that's all I have on this, so thank you, everybody.
Very good, Marty. And we're still looking for Hungary. We got a lot of people in Hungary that speak English. We're looking for a translator from Marty's script. So reach out to myself or Marty, and we'll get you that script. And it's not everything. If you request something every day, absolutely, we want to share. Listen, every Italian, it doesn't matter what language. We need someone to help translate the right way, because not necessarily all translations are perfect. Literally. And we found that out the hard way.
Yeah, Google doesn't. Now, somebody sent me something that's better at it, but nobody's better at it than you.
Right.
So I better not wasting the time. So
we have people from all over the world that speak every language. We're asking for your help so we can inform your country and your language, your voice, whatever it is, to check this company out and get going. That's the honest truth right there. We've got a lot of work to do, guys. We want to touch everyone's heart throughout the world, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Absolutely. Anyway, we kind of covered a lot of stuff. Things are looking really bright. There's still some nasty stuff that has to be cleaned up, obviously, with Mr. Mufareh. Keep praying for him. One thing he said, one of the first things he said last night was, prayers work.
Yeah.
Because, nobody, nobody's going to, business-wise, what he's going to. And it affected his family, obviously. Could you imagine that you were known as one of the best marketers
on the internet,
the most very trustworthy, helping other people, a giving kind of guy, to getting beat up like he is now? And it's horrible. I think that's what I hate the worst, is people not knowing who we know.
Yeah.
And one day, and I think soon, I think we go to the second chapter and we start cranking it up. People forget quick. I believe, in fact, I wrote a biography of Mufareh before the end, using Chat GPT, and I think it came out pretty good.
It did, and I said to Marty, "Who wrote this?" And the funny thing is, Ash said, "All right, who wrote this?" It was so funny, but it was very, very, very good, actually.
With Chat GPT, you write it, you give it information, you tweak it, and it keeps rewriting it till you got what you want. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, we're gonna go today. Wow.
Today's Wednesday.
No, I know, but I'm trying to think who does what. I believe it's Marcy Ann.
Julie Pierre.
Huh?
Julie Pierre tonight, I think at 8.
I know that. I'm not doing her first. I'm doing Marcy Ann. Marcy Ann, are you here? You have a show at 2, I believe. Let me know. If she doesn't, anyway, look up Marcy Ann. Yes. Julie will be tonight at 8 o'clock. If you want on the panel, see Julie. It only holds 100 people. But the rest of it will be on the top.live.
Minnow said Marcy Ann's in at 3 p.m. EST or EDT. She's got EST.
Okay. To your group. Very good live. Thank you, Robin. So she is on, and that will also be streamed live on the top.live.
Yeah, that one Marty paid for $1. Tell them what the other one, how much it was.
What other one?
The first one that you looked at.
Oh, yeah, the top.live.com. No, thank you. Yeah, that was it was a lot of money. Thousands, I believe.
He would have took all of Dan's money then.
Yeah, I think Dan had been hot when he looked in it. I think, Dan, I got a really good domain.
The credit card melted.
Like Dan might have bought it. I don't know who has it. It's either my GoDaddy or Dan, because he owns some too. Yeah. Yeah.
But once again, shout out to all the positive Indian brothers and sisters out there. I see Nagma's on here. Nagma, thank you for sharing every day. You don't have to show the whole thing. Just make little cuts of when we're talking to people. But positive Indians, we love you. If you're being negative, we just walk away from you. Don't join something that's going to hurt your future. Honest to God, that's the way I look at it. This individual is hurting your future.
And something very important, guys, if you hear me right now, right before we go off, can you just do a real quick happy birthday to Chris Johnson?
No, Marty, it's Dan's birthday and Mirthalin's birthday today.
Yeah. Mirthalin. Our Mirthalin?
Mirthalin Butler. Well, you know.
Stop. Yeah. Mirthalin.
Proud lady.
Happy, they're all mine. Anyway, happy birthday, Mirthalin. Oh, that was so funny.
Guys, I'm not kidding. We had to leave trivia last night, but trivia, we have a lot of fun. There's no lie about that. We talk. It's not an Onpassive webinar. We do talk a little bit about Onpassive maybe after, but during it, we are like fun adults, and I seen some people get on there and we laugh. If you want to just come to laugh and listen, a lot of people just come on just to listen to us be crazy and silly, which is good. Showing you that we're real too. We're not no super suit and tie guys. We're sweatshirts and hoodies and t-shirts.
Why I don't look like a suit and tie guy.
No, I don't.
You know what's really funny? People wouldn't believe the job I had before I got online. Because they'd say, what? Anyway, we're going to go. Thank you, everybody.
We love